On behalf of our gifting partner Digitech, the smartphone category winner Pranav Das will receive a Digitech Gimbal 005 worth 10,995 rupees, and the DSLR category winner Anshuman Paul will receive a Digitech Tripod DTR 500ph worth 4,995 rupees. Congratulations. In this video of the Better Photography Weekly Challenge, mentor and judge of the abstract contest, Harikrishna Katragadda, will be speaking to us about how he chose the winners and the honorable mentions. Hari Katragadda's work explores communities, environment, and personal memories. Using a long-term documentary approach, he works with alternative photographic methods to incorporate found materials in images. He graduated with a master's degree in photojournalism from the University of Texas at Austin and started his career as a photojournalist with Mint in New Delhi. For his work on pollution in the Ganga River, he has received the India Habitat Center Photosphere Grant and the Invisible Photographer Asia Art Award. He has worked as an independent photographer since 2010 and has published and exhibited internationally. Hari, over to you.
Thank you, Tanvi. Thank you for having me as a judge for your abstract images contest. So I really enjoyed looking at all the images from both the categories, the DSLR and the smartphone categories. And it's pretty amazing how creative people are, with, I know there's a lockdown and, probably you don't have much movement, but still people manage to send some amazing work. And I'm going to just start the whole thing by kind of an overall idea about like this whole uh, let's say judging. I mean, I really don't want to judge people's work because it's a very creative thing and nobody can say this is better than that. It's really hard to categorize images based on creativity because it's like very subjective. So I want to make it very clear that my whole way of looking at images is very subjective, as which anyone else would probably be looking at these images very subjectively. So it's entirely possible that some other judge would pick up some other images. So I want to make it very clear that it's a very subjective thing, and do not be disappointed if you're not the winner or something. But I just want to congratulate all of you to for this amazing work. So this whole thing is about abstract, and most of the people have sent forms, lines, shapes, colors, and conceptual ideas. So it's like a a pretty wide range of approaches in this category, and it is, since it's a very open-ended one, people had like really, I think, a great fun and a ball to interpret abstract in whatever way they could. So let me start with DSLR category. Okay, so I'm going to first run through the honorable mentions. And the first image is by Vatsal Sethi. Beautiful rendition of colors and very geometrical. It's like a very minimalist kind of an image. Beautiful use of lighting. So yeah, congratulations, Vatsal. This is again a very mysterious image with a lot of blur. It's like somebody walking with a red light or a lantern, or it evokes walking into fog, some mystery. So great image by Manish Pawar. This is again like a very for me it appears like Neil Armstrong shot the image of Earth from moon. So it's kind of evokes that. So it could be probably shot with paints, maybe acrylic, poster colors, but it evokes some astronomical image. So nice picture, pinkish Mohni. Yeah, this is another very beautiful image of uh, probably, I don't know, in Bombay there's this marshlands where birds come for migration, and then you can get some amazing shots like this. So again, this is very unusual to see a green kind of foliage right in the front. Very beautiful use of lens and very, very beautiful image, I would say. So great image, Archit. And this is a beautiful image with a lot of lines, colors. Um, it's a monochromatic image, but again, it's a very subtle use of tonality in this. So again, I guess it's like papers folded, but it's a great image, such Suchandan. And then um, this is like a painting, really like a painting. Um, Probably it's colors, I guess, or inks. Um, um, I really love this image. It looks like, to me, it evokes Jean Moreau's paintings, a Spanish painter, surrealist. Again, nice use of colors and forms. So congratulations, Ravi. This is again a very monochromatic image, use of lines, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So again, congrats, Ravi. A very minimalist image, a black and white image with forms, very geometrical. Again, um, it evokes some kind of mystery, like you walking into a mansion, something like that, and you don't know what you're going to encounter, but you walk you walk in the afternoon and you see this, beautiful patterns, something like that. So nice image, Deepak. um, yeah, again, this is like, I find this a very common idea. So a lot of people have shot images like this, but again, this is quite interesting. The way it's shot has been quite interesting. Circular patterns, concentric circles. So yeah, it does evoke some kind of a space, some kind of a labyrinth. So yes, so nice image, Amit. Okay, so now we come to uh, the winner of this category, the DSLR category. This is by Anshuman Paul. So it's okay. So it's an unusual image in the entries. So not, I didn't see any entry like this. Um, it does, for me, it's a very mysterious image. It could be image from an album which is kind of eaten by moths, um, or torn by somebody, I don't know, uh, like an old image. But the thing is, it evokes a lot of emotions. So it could be like a person who has passed away, or memory of somebody, it's like a breakup, some long lost person, a great friend you lost. um, it's also a very mysterious, a mysterious image of, like probably a memory. It evokes something like loss of memory of so it's like something like a person with an Alzheimer's. So for me, since it's an abstract thing, it could evoke anything. So it's a very personal associations. The way I see it. So everybody can have their own independent uh, interpretation to this image. So that's what makes it so, powerful, this image, because everybody can have very personalization, and it can be read in so many different ways. So that's what, to me, photography, the power of photography is, um, the ambiguity. Because with technology, we all can shoot like really great, technically perfect images, but then what is the essence of photography finally? Like, what are you trying to say? Are you trying to, bring in a sense of mystery to evoke a narrative, or a sense of emotion, a feeling? So those are things which go beyond the techniques. So again, it could be with shot with any cameras, and this particularly, this is, I mean, to shoot this image itself is quite simple, but the idea behind it is pretty interesting. I would say even provocative. So, congratulations, Anshuman Paul. A beautiful image. So now we come to the smartphone category. Again, I would say it's a bit more challenging than shooting with DSLR, because your controls probably are limited, your lenses are limited. So you do face a limitation, but within those limitations, most of the entries were pretty amazing. um, I would say that because of the limitation of the smartphone itself, the images themselves are very flat as in, like, they are they look like, they are on a plane rather than, the depth of field which the depth sense of depth you get in DSLRs. So yeah, so I'm going to run through the honorable mentions. This is an image by Srikhar Priyadarshi. Um, a very nice image. Again, a very among this category, this is an unusual image um, of some kind of vegetation, grass in the wind. It reminds me of a shot from Tarkovsky's film called The Mirror. It's a very beautiful film, very mysterious film. So I would strongly urge you guys to watch this film. Mirror is one great film. Solar is another film by Andrei Tarkovsky. It evokes nature. So this image, um, reminds me of a shot from those films. So beautiful image. Again, so this is by Sarval Tarange. Very, very, 21st century image, very colorful, lot of, all the spectrum of rainbow colors. Again, very, very modern image. You don't see this kind of images, 50 years back, but like, this is like, with the cell phones, you can experiment a lot. You can see things, and you have your phone with you all the time, so you can grab an image like this quickly. So yeah, it's a very, very interesting image. um, Mallikarjuna. Um, Again, very interesting image. It could be a painting, but it evokes to me like a cell, like looking at a cell through a microscope, um, or an astrophysical image. Like something like shot from a Hubble Space Telescope. So the colors are like in a when images are interpreted from telescopes, they are rendered, computer renders colors, based on the distances, the temperature of stars, and uh, the movement and things like that. So it kind of evokes some kind of a biological or astrophysical image. I find that very interesting. um, Again, beautiful use of patterns, very subtle use of colors in this. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, Bipra. A very classical image of use of light and shade. So it's again it's an image which, you kind of grab it when the light is falling right at the right time, and you have your phone with you. So yeah, it's a beautiful image, Manish. Again, it evokes to me some kind of peeping through a microscope. It looks like bubbles, oil bubbles or something like that, but it could be liquid crystals or any of the scientific lab images. So very beautiful image, Kumar. um, Again, very interesting use of patterns. Again, this grid on top, and this has like this two layers. One is an outer focus layer behind, and this grid grid network grid on the top. Um, it evokes to me like some kind of a map. You know, Again, it could be like, blood vessels or whatever. It's just like an interesting image, uh, as like a close up of, an eye of a fly or something like that. So yeah, I like it. Um, Okay, so this is about lines, and so this has much more than just, just lines. It has again very beautiful use of colors. Um, so great image, Nimesh. Again, like I said, very 20th century kind of a 21st century image. Electric blue. Um, Again, you don't find these kind of images very often in early part of 20th century. But again, this is like this colors themselves are very striking. It could be like walking in the streets of Hong Kong, some kind of like neon lights. It's pretty interesting, I would say. Good work, Shashank. So we'll come to the winner by Pranab Das. It's a beautiful monochromatic image. um, very difficult to shoot with cell phone. I have a smartphone, but somehow it's a great image he managed. Uh, it's an image which evokes some kind of mystery to me. It's like a cave, walking into a cave. It could be like, paper or petals, whatever he shot. But to me, the way see this image and I get lost into this image, I can keep walking into this image and go into the cave and explore some kind of a mystery which I don't know. So it reminds me of this film by Tarkovsky called Stalker. In Stalker, people go into a mysterious zone where their wishes, get fulfilled, or whatever they're thinking can get manifested. So it's some kind of a mystery which this image evokes to me. It's like I go into this zone and I don't know what I'm going to encounter. Will it be some kind of amazing universe, or will I, will I be dead? I don't know. So what's going to happen? But it's something. Maybe it could be even like, um, you know, near death experience, something like that. It evokes so many things into me. So a brilliant image, Pranab. Congratulations very much. Wonderful work by everybody who participated. And so the winners are Pranav and Anshuman. Beautiful images. Um, keep doing great work. And, try to explore much more like Anshuman's work. I don't know if it can be expanded to like a narrative, a photo book project or something like that. But you should definitely, take it further, because this is like an amazing image. Um, Keep doing great work. And Pranab, it's a beautiful image, and you know, do watch Stalker. I'd say you will get a lot from this film, and maybe you'll get inspired and make some more great images. So congratulations everybody, and thank you for having me.